Hi, so I am going to do something a little different. This is going to be a guided reading for a collective group of people that feel like they're struggling at the moment, feel like they might be weighed down with something, anyone that feels like they are stuck, literally stuck, not being able to move forward, maybe a little bit off balanced, anyone that feels that they need guidance or is seeking guidance, or just needs confirmation. I feel like there's a collective group of people that need confirmation of something, more reassurance than anything else. So as I said, it is a collective reading. I don't believe that, you're watching this by coincidence. If you're sitting here watching this, then I feel like there is a message in this for you, but please take it as it resonates. Alright, so the first lot of cards I'll be pulling out should give us some detail or some indication of what might be burdening this collective. I've pre-shuffled the cards, I've cleansed everything. At this stage, incense burning as well, so the potential current issues or the potential blockages or what may feel heavy or it's burdening this collective at the moment is the first card that's come up is the Tower. So it's a Tower moment. There's an ending. There's something that has come down. I feel like this is something that you were probably fighting to. I'm getting something that you didn't want to tear down. I feel like you saw this ending coming. I feel like for whoever this is directed towards or whoever this is for, I feel like this was something that you were trying to prevent. This is an ending that you were trying to prevent, but it no longer served you. I feel like you had that inclination anyway, and it's now it's coming down. Something that you're trying to save is just that didn't serve you. The universe is like, no, that's it, that's enough. It's got to end. And that's followed by the Two of Pentacles. So with this, I'm getting it was like a juggling act for you, like trying to get it to work. The balancing act. With this Two of Pentacles, I'm getting there wasn't much stability. It was like up and down, but it was also like a loop, a cycle. So there was a cycle, there's a loop, there's something that needed to end. There's a cycle that needed to end. So I feel like this ending has taken place, and this is what you're feeling, and this is what's making you feel heavy. I'm feeling there's a bit of like I'm getting like there's a few people out there that are just really struggling to let go of this. I'm going to go into how this is making you feel. Obviously you feel blocked, but what exactly? So how is this Tower moment affecting this collective? Okay, so for how this is making you feel, or the effect that this is having, I've got the Hierophant, or the impact of this issue. Hierophant. King of Wands. feeling. I'm just picking up, it's not really answering. What I'm getting from this is actually like, there was a sense of control. The situation was I feel like the cycle, actually, no. What I'm getting is, I feel like this situation, the ending of the situation, has brought on a feeling of loss of control, a loss of power. I'm also getting, for whatever reason, I can't really explain it, I'm also getting like, it's brought up a lot of internal conflict in regards to your own personal power. That is what I'm getting. And your own growth. I'm also picking up the situation could have had, there could have been an unbalance in regards to, power, control. I feel like the person, or if the cycle's got to do with a particular person, then I feel like this person was quite controlling. But I feel like it's really got you questioning your personal power. It's questioning your higher self, like the rules that you set for yourself. It's got you questioning boundaries. Can we have advice moving forward? How is this going to be best to deal with this situation? Actually, no. It's going to why did this need to end? Why did the situation need to end? Why did the situation need to end? All right. For why the situation needed to end, I've got the sun. There you go, sorry. Yep, we've got the sun, Ace of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. So I feel like the situation needed to end for something better to begin. This cycle needed to end so you can accept a new offering that is going to be a lot more abundant. I feel like there was you got stuck in I'm getting that it become like, stagnant is what I'm getting. It became like stagnant. It was just, you weren't moving forward because you were just in this state of constantly waiting to see change, and it wasn't changing. So it's come to an end so you can find your happiness and get out of this. I'm getting to get out of this state of waiting for change, because it's like this, it's in reverse. So it's like he's waiting for his ships to come in, he's looking out waiting for something else, but it's just like barren land. There's not even like, I'm not saying the sense of waiting, it's like looking at, it's like you've got your back turned to potential growth and everything, because you're just looking over at the situation, and it's like dead grass. It's, it's the first time I'm getting it, it's like died off. I'm getting like it's like a drought. It's what I'm actually getting is it's like a drought and it's waiting for the rains. But standing there and waiting for it to rain to help with growth, it doesn't make it come any quicker, or you just not, in that time that you're standing there waiting for the rain so you can see growth, you could be doing more productive things and preparing, but it's this energy of just looking it over with disappointment, and it's like energy of waiting for change, but it's like waiting for change or expecting change, but without doing the hard yards is kind of what I'm getting. So it needed to end to so you were able to turn around and see the potential in other. I'm not even getting that. Is it so you can? It needed to end so you could get out of that state of waiting, and it's like so you can get out of an unproductive state. It's like so you can see what is being offered to you that is more abundant and is going to bring you more happiness. It's like this was not serving you anymore. It wasn't making you happy. It needed to end because it just couldn't. There was no growth. There was no moving forward. So that's what I pick up for that. Sorry. Oh. Can you please explain why I've got the... No, let's do moving forward. So advice moving forward. It's collected. So what's the advice moving forward? How best to deal with this? How best to deal with this situation? How best to deal with this ending? How best to deal with this? How best to deal with this? King of Swords in reverse. How best to deal with this ending? Card for that, yeah. How best to deal with this ending? I've got King of Swords in reverse, followed by the Death. So I feel like there just needs to be a bit of a there needs to be I'm getting like there needs to be a bit of a cold approach, maybe. Like you just need to completely disconnect. You need to be firm. I'm getting like you have to be like quite like you're gonna have to be harsh with yourself with the truth. Like you're going to have to really I'm getting like you need to use the truth to set yourself free. But I'm getting like you might need to be like a little bit cold. You need to be a bit distant. Like you do need to separate yourself is what I'm getting. You just need to accept that the situation is, you need to just see that the situation is really dead. It's but with the Death card as well, it's not just like, doom and gloom. There's a priest and he's offering something to death. There's like, what I'm getting is the situation is ending to bring in better things. And we've also got, it's like the moon card in the background as well, but instead of it being the moon in between the two pillars, it's the sun rising. So I'm really getting like you have to see the truth of the situation. You need to see it honestly. You need to be honest with yourself about it. And if you can be honest about the situation and see it for what it was, which means taking responsibility for it as well. So it's not just, thinking it's dead, this is no good, whatever, screw this, and just being sad. It's like really assessing the situation and thinking about what went wrong. So I think like thinking about it, you have to think about it. Like you really need to assess what didn't work, why it didn't work, and there is a gift, there is an offering in that that is going to lead you to this a more abundant, happy offering that is full of potential. It's going to be it's a profitable offer, on a moral sense, and instead of getting like a financial sense, it will set you free. And I'm just getting a lot of abundance. I'm getting change. The situation needed to end to allow for a change. But we'll just clarify. Can you please give us a little bit more information in what this tower moment was? Please, Spirit. So, former cards to explain what exactly was this tower moment relating to? What does this tower moment relate to? Page of Swords. Ten of Cups. Okay, so I get it. So this tower moment, as I said, it was a cycle going back and forth. It was a cycle of being like, I'm getting it as someone being quite. It's like the cycle is going back and forth between someone that it's like in and out energy. So it's like I've got them like side by side, and I'm just going back and forth. In my head, I'm going back and forth between the two. So someone who would come across as quite childish, quite immature. It's like they would attack with their words. I'm getting that like they wanted to hurt you with logic. They thought they were using logic to hurt, and then it would go from, you know, being cold and really childish, like petty in what they say, like distance, like wanting to fight you off like a child and say mean things just to upset you. But I feel like this is. Oh, maybe this is got to do with the person. This could do with the person. But if I just want to generalize it, I feel like that this tower moment was a situation. I do think it's with the person. If it was like, I feel like I could apply this to a work situation as well. So it was a situation where you're dealing with someone who, or the situation would make you like, you feel like you had to fight for it. You feel like you were being attacked a little bit, but a really pettyish on a childish level. And then, you know, it would go from that to being happy and it feeling like everything that you wanted. With the Ten of Cups, and it's got a family there, I do feel like this has got to do with the person. It's got the Page, which is like the most, you know, the youngest energy, of the suites, and then we've got the 10, which is a completion. So I feel like you'd be like going back and forth between, you know, feel like you're getting somewhere and seeing the situation to be something that was really fulfilling and would offer you all the happiness, to feeling like you've just fallen right back to the start again, and it was just going back and forth. That's what the situation was. It was I don't feel like I was really getting anywhere. It was like you didn't know where you stood, which is why I think we've got it's like this effect. It's like I'm getting with this like no stability. Can I please have the Hierophant, please? Can I please explain the Hierophant using blockages and effects? How is this affect situation? How's the Hierophant affect the situation with this tower? Oops. Oh wow. So we've got the Hierophant, which is clarified as the Hierophant's number 5 of the major arcana, and then that is clarified by 5 of wands next to the King of Wands. So as I said before, I feel like it was like it caused a lot of internal conflict between power. It was stunting growth. I feel like there was no boundaries set. There was nothing firm. There was nothing like. There was nothing. Yeah, like I'm getting like firm boundaries. It's like there needed to be boundaries in place, and not having those boundaries or not having a clear understanding of where anyone stood. It's like the rules need to be laid down. The rules weren't laid down, and it caused a lot of confusion, a lot of conflict, a lot of uncertainty, especially even between self. Can I have the King of Wands? And I'm getting like a stunted growth. The Ace of Wands to clarify. again, this is kind of like that back and forth. Like there was something that you wanted to offer. It's like you could see the potential growth in the situation. You could see... It's like you could see change. You could see change, and you believed in change, and you believed that there was something to be offered that would, provide growth, and there was something to create from this situation, but there was like nothing to like set that down. There was nothing like... It's like you felt it, but there was nothing... At times you'd look and you felt like there was nothing to even really clarify this. There was no... So it also happens, contracts and everything as well. It's like there was nothing agreed on. There was no... It's like the uncertainty of the whole situation, or what was left unsaid, it was kind of used as an excuse not to take responsibility for certain things. And I mean, that's what caused a lot of confusion, a lot of uncertainty. Yeah. I'm gonna pull another card for this one, so I'm gonna please Hierophant, the ones in the Hierophant face for the effects of this tower. The effects this was having, or it's having. Or it's forcing, or the situation, sorry, it's forcing you. It's forcing you to deal with boundaries. It's forcing you to set healthy boundaries. It's forcing you to deal with the conflict inside you that, yeah, that's what it is. It's forcing you to deal with the it's forcing you into it's forcing you to grow. It's forcing you to set boundaries, understand your boundaries, understand. It's also causing, it's like stirred up, a storm in you. I'm getting it's like stirred up. It's left you questioning a lot. It's what you're really thinking about things. Again, that's what the King of Wands is like, This whole situation is what it is. It's offering you growth. It's personal growth. To create boundaries and understand why you didn't have them, and that's the conflict. I think there's also conflict with setting fair boundaries too. But I'll just put on the card, please. It's definitely got you thinking a lot about what you want from life, what you want to offer, and how you want to receive offerings, how you want to receive things, and I'm getting like also how you make contracts with people, like how you set boundaries and how you offer and receive relationships of any kind, partnerships. It's forcing you to set sorry. I feel like I'm just repeating myself. Like there's something that wants to come out and I don't know. Queen of Wands as well. It's got the King and Queen of Wands. So that's a connection. That's got the, even though in two different decks. This Queen, she looks, it's a weird one. She looks a bit like a what I'm actually getting from this is like, if you can see, it's quite dark, but she looks beautiful and elegant. She's got black eyes and it's got an owl on the top, and it's also got the sun shining, and it's forcing you to just, and it's got time. I'm guessing this is forcing you to deal with. Okay, it's forcing you. It's like Dark Night of the Soul. It's forcing you to deal with the things that you've kept buried inside you. It's like your demons. It's it's forced you to have a look at your inner conflict and how that affects the boundaries that you set and the guidelines in and the structure of your relationships. That's what I'm getting. Yes. Please explain this. That's what that is. So with moving forward for this collective, what can I expect with the sun? Moving forward for this collective, what can I expect with the sun? Moving forward. Sun, whoa. Alright, so we have got 8 of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles too. This might have got to do, again, for me this is heavily an indication of it could be a work situation as well. Ace of Pentacles, please. Ace of Pentacles. I feel like it's going to allow you, move forward, stepping out of this dynamic that we've got here, is going to allow you to get into that space of being able to work and focus on your work and focus on, working on bringing things in that are going to be of more value, more substantial, more useful for you in the now. Judgment. Okay, so yeah, you're going to be forced into, I think this is going to force you into looking at the situation properly. So I feel like the sun, the sun is the start of a new day. The judgment, they're getting called, they're like waking up. I feel like it's going to make you look at, I feel like there's a big change. You're going to be looking at things differently. How you judge yourself, the judgments you hold on yourself, you're going to start seeing things a little bit more clearly. I feel like things are going to start feeling better for you, and this is going to allow you to see where you have placed wrong judgments, or you've made, your judgments have been a little bit off. It's going to wake you up to yourself. Oh, wow. So you fell on the floor. So we've got Justice, the World, the Empress, and we've got the Ace of Cups in reverse. Wow. Oh, yeah, there's definitely going to be a balance now. Moving forward, there's definitely going to be a balancing out of a situation. There's definitely a close of a cycle to allow something, more abundant to come through. Like, it's definitely, there's going to be more, and in the awakening, you're going to be more, I feel like knowledgeable of self, more confident in self, you're more standing in your power. But I also feel like you're going to be able to, this is funny about the 3 of Wands as well. It's like instead of sitting there waiting for things to grow, you're going to make things grow. Because the Empress is the motherly energy, it's fertile, the fertilizer, fertile ground, it's nature. I'm getting Mother Earth, there's growth, a lot of growth, but you're going to you're going to be kinder to yourself in the situation and how you deal with it. There is going to be a new love for self, appreciation for self, and I really feel like you're going to step out of that place of just waiting and feeling lost and stuck into, really going forth in your power confidently and putting the work in. I'm just wondering if I've got the Ace of Cups in reverse there. I think it's going to do this again with judgment, and you are going to realize that before. I feel like the Ace of Cups actually goes with the Three of Wands. You're going to realize before that when you're going to realize that when you were, I think you're going to realize how you were really offering your emotions. I feel like you wasted offerings of emotions, or the emotion, the offering that you had wasn't. I feel like there was an inability to be able to truly offer emotion. You know, your cup emotion. You weren't able to really. There was something holding you back from being able to really give your all on an emotional level to this situation that you didn't quite realize either. And it's got to do with those judgment calls. I'm getting like you can't wait. It's like you need to go out and make things work. Like you need to if you're just waiting for things to change, then that doesn't help the situation. It's not a true offering, if that makes any sense. But there's definitely, that's like, wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcanas. It's not bad moving forward. They're all really good too. It's definitely the balancing out of a situation. There's definitely a lot more honesty. Things are definitely, if you're feeling stuck, just know it's because you need to confront these things. There's things within yourself that you need to confront. There's things you need to understand. I feel like you might feel upset that there might be a lot of distrust with people, or there might be a distrust within relationships, and you're wondering, I feel like, why can't I trust people? Is it me? Is it them? There's something that you need to see about being honest with yourself, about how you deal with the situation. I'm not saying it's accepting where you shortfall, but not just using that as an excuse to condone their behavior. And that's what it's about, setting healthy boundaries, and why it is within yourself that these things happen, because this is an ongoing cycle. So it might be a tower situation. Even if it's a tower, I'm not even getting it might be one relationship or one situation in particular this time that's really triggered it. But when I said before the 8 is infinity, and I said it's a cycle, it's constant back and forth. Even when I say this, it might be a person, who's being cold with you, a bit childish in thoughts, and then they're back and forth with offering love and then withdrawing love or something like that. It might also be you with getting the Ace of Cups here. I'm also, why when I said it's not a sincere or genuine offer, is because it might even be you going back and forth in your head about a situation. You might feel happy about it, and you can see it on lights, and then you start you go back into, when I'm getting childlike energies is this pain and this conflict and this cycle might be because of unresolved issues from childhood. So you fall back into that hurt child state or energy. You start responding as your inner child, your hurt inner child, and then you're unsure about the connection because you're feeling hurt, and then it might be back and forth between your own head. And this might be something that you do in a lot of areas of life. So even though this might be applicable or significant to a certain situation at the moment, I feel like the overall energy moving forward and what you're going through now is actually something that's going to resolve this situation for all future relations. This isn't, with all the major cards, this is an awakening. This is a change of self. This is not just addressing one particular circumstance. This is addressing everything on a larger scale for you. Like this is a change. This is something you're going to benefit from forever ongoing. Like this is something that you've needed to deal with. The effects of this and what's to come from this, or what follows from this, is all for the best, ongoing. And I also feel like let's just go this 1 second. I have to turn this close to my desk, please. I feel I need to say that if I don't see doom and gloom for if it's a particular person or whatever has caused this understanding or realization, it might not even be, there might have been like a disruption to whatever it was that's kind of pushed you into this state, this way of thinking. But what I'm getting is, what you're failing to see is that the situation itself might not even be ending. So what the Tower Moon is for is not for the situation ending, but just for the way that you perceive it. It's your cycle that's actually ending. And it might be for the better of this relationship too. I don't see that this necessarily being the end for the situation that's brought all this on. This is just an end of an old way of thinking and dealing for you. You going through this is a very personal journey. Oh wow, I get the Judgment again in reverse. Shit. There's definitely the way that you were looking at things and your judgment towards situations was just not right. It wasn't right. Like, you weren't able to apply honest judgment. I don't mean like lying or anything, but like you're so clouded by your own unresolved or your own uncertainty of self that it was really affecting your judgments of situations. So yeah. What else am I call that? Death, please. 7 of Wands. Definitely, it's just confirming the 5 of Wands there and everything. Like, you know, how to best to deal with this is it's time for you to confront. Like, this is messy. Everyone's fighting, so I guess this is all you. Like, it's just chaos. But with the 7 of Wands here, I'm actually, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm seeing here is, you know, this priest offering death. Whatever he's offering is like, is the stick that he's holding. Like, it's like you need to stand in your power and like all these things, and you know, all the ones here that is all your conflict, they're the ones that are down here plus an extra one. You know, it's like oh no, look, 6 7 Wands there as well. Yes, 7 Wands there. So we've got the Ace and the King of Wands and the 5 Wands here, which is 7 Wands. So you need to take all these 7 Wands now, and you need to confront them. You need to deal with them. You need to grab this wand, which is the offering of growth. You need to take that offering and you need to use that to, you know, confront and take power over the ones in you that were causing conflict. It's time to end this inner conflict. It's time to step into your power and deal with it. It's like you need to stand up for yourself. That's what I'm getting. You need to stand up for yourself. And this is how to deal with the situation. How best to deal with it is to stand up for yourself. But you're not doing it for anyone, but you know, you're not doing it for anyone but yourself as well. So you need to do this just for you. And be honest about your judgments. we flipped out. We've got the Nine of Wands. It's like, you need to accept, you need to stand up for yourself, but there needs to also be an acceptance as well. But it's like, now it's like these ones look like they're fighting back. Now these ones like standing behind. And it's like, this question now, like, are you going to support me now? Like, are you moving forward with me? Like, can I trust you? You need to trust yourself. You need to understand that you've helped these things grow. So these issues of yours, they are yours. They're yours to own, you know. But you can confront them with conflict, or you can take control. But understand that they're yours and start looking at them as your allies. That, you know, these problems, look at them as, instead of have conflict with them, look at them as things that, you know, have helped you grow, that they are things to be proud of. They're like, it's like, take control and work with them, not rather than work against them. Understand them. You know, it's like, this is again forming healthy boundaries, healthy relations, healthy understandings, but it starts with you. I hope this makes sense. But I'm definitely, there's like, yeah, I hope that makes sense. Oh, alright, so a little couple oracle cards just to clarify. Let's use these ones. So, general advice, please. This collective, just summary, general advice. No, that's what I was going to say before, sorry. If it is, whatever the situation is, I feel like energy work. I feel like it's not too important to go what the situation is itself. I don't feel like I need to go into too much, because what we really need to be focusing on is how it's making you feel, why it's holding you back, why, you know, there's this heaviness, or I'm getting this as a need to surrender. You know, why is there this, you know, why is this holding you back? Why is things feeling hard for you? And, you know, that's what we need to focus on, and learning and understanding that, so you can work through and get to this, like, happiness, this happy place, you know, and see what's really been offered for you, and be able to accept it and see it and take it and work with it. I feel like that's really what we should be focusing on. Whatever the situation is, if this resonates, you'll know what it is and apply it as it needs to be. But you'll know what you feel like you've lost control over. You will know what's caused you uncertainty. You will just know that. I shouldn't need to tell you. What you need to understand is how to work through it, and, you know, why it's come about. So that's why I haven't gone into, you know, another person's energy or anything like that, because I just don't really find it necessary. So general advice and overall summary that we're getting from Spirit is, first card is energy work. Life can be electrifying because its very essence is energy. Your body is a remarkable energy field that will positively respond to loving treatments. Your hands and heart are activated to give healing energy to your loved ones and clients. I think it's about energy, is understanding your energy, understanding the energy that you create. You know, if things are hurting you and there's a lot of inner conflict, then that creates that energy, and that puts that vibe out there, and you've got to have more love for yourself. And it's funny, it says give your hands and heart, and, you know, the ones of creativity and work and everything. And I really feel like it's about working on yourself. Give yourself the love, work on yourself, work on your energy, raising your energy, being in a more positive energy. And also with the Queen of Wands there, it's, there's actually 8, not 7, but she's not holding a wand in that card, so I still stand by the 7. But it's working with your more... Well, if you're in darkness, there's not much energy, so it's about raising your energy, create energy work to get out of your darkness, but you need to still deal with it and confront it. Only after dark do we really appreciate light. Listen. Quiet your mind, beloved one, and listen to the gentle reassurance that everything has been taken care of. Stay in a quiet and receptive state without worrying about the exact nature of your desires' manifestations. A quiet mind and body hears us quickly and quietly. It's about listening. So I'm getting like the hermit energy, like listening to yourself. Also, through all of this, and in this period where you are struggling and you do feel lost and everything, listen. There is guidance there for you. Listen to your body, listen to your mind, listen to things. There's going to be things there's like little subtle things, like listen. I feel like you just need to make sure you're very aware. Be aware of responses, people's responses, and how they respond to you, and what you're saying, and listen to what you're saying, and listen to how people respond, and really listen to it properly. Really hear what both people are saying. I feel like that's important. I don't really know why. And one more. Sometimes when I do these, the audio is absolutely shocking. For whatever reason, it doesn't pick it up. I'm really hoping that is not the case with this reading, because this is good. I don't think I could repeat this in the same way. One more. Alright. So, last one. Giving and receiving. The entire universe operates in cycles, similar to your inhalations and exhalations. When you only exhale, give, or only inhale, receive, you become out of rhythm with the universe. For optimal health, energy, and replenishment, balance each inhalation in your life with an exhalation. That's what I'm saying. There was an imbalance. About setting healthy boundaries, about giving and taking. Don't be a person who just lets people take from you, but find balance. Make sure that you're getting back as much as you're giving, and not an expectation, not coming from a place of expectation, but more in regards to respect, respecting yourself. One more. just a positive way to finish this quiz. Just one more positive messages. Strategy. So, I read it from the book, that strategy, I'm going you have to work through it. You have to deal through this. It's not going to be easy. Also, I feel like you have to think of a strategy. So when you realize you're in a compromised situation, or you feel like you find yourself in a place where you feel like things might be becoming unbalanced, you need to set up strategies for yourself, ways of dealing with it. If things, you start realizing triggers, or you need to set up a strategy for yourself so you can deal with this long term. I feel like you really need to work through this. You really need to set things up, but you will. Oops. Earth Angel. I just really like these cards. They're my favorite. I needed to get them. I dreamed about them. There was an obsession over these cards. They just really spoke to me. They're really beautiful. I think the tree as well is it's growth. There's roots, there's vines. It's about setting. Oh, I've got another tree as well. I'm gonna shuffle again. I don't know why. I just feel like I don't even know. Alright. Nope, take all of them. Alright, so we've got reflection, self-mastery, trust, timeless earth, and earth angel. It's going to go together. Timeless earth. So this lesson is going to be this is listen to messages. If there's guidance for you, there's I feel like there's messages for you from people, things. Like there's definitely a spirit trying to connect with you, help you through this, to give you signs, and there's definitely guidance being offered towards you. Synchronicity, signs, there's definitely messages, there's things trying to help you navigate your way through this. So strategy, reflection, self-mastery, trust. Learn to trust yourself, and within trusting yourself, you will be able to trust others. That will break the cycle. Timeless earth is this. I feel like again, this lesson's been ongoing. It might even be I feel like this is like a huge, like this is a soul. Like this is an ongoing issue for your soul. This lesson is timeless. This lesson's been. I want to get cycles. Like this is like evolutionary for your soul to get through this, definitely. And then that also might be in the relation to Earth Angel as well. This is going to bring you like a lot of peace. This is going to ease your soul. This is like a burden that's going to be lifted. This has been a burden that you've carried for so long. You need to reflect and master yourself. And yes, I feel like I need to read strategy from this book. An Earth Angel. So, trust, it opened up on this. So, your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. I just opened up like, no, I feel like I don't ever really read this book. Oh, wow. Wow. Holy moly. Let the walls down. I am with you. Flaunt your need to give and receive love. This is a give and receive card I pulled out before too. Oh wow. Let it be your strength. The injustices of the world are like grains of dust against a mountain. They have no impact here. You are strong, ever strengthening, confident of the love that surrounds you. Delegate a task. Resist interfering. Bonds strengthened through adversity. Confidentiality builds confidence in yourself and others. Turn to reliable, steadfast, proven responses and people you know. I have confidence in sunshine, starlight, and love. I trust in dawn, twilight, and peace. Love and peace are as constant and present as gravity. These invisible forces stretch across the universe, binding life within their soft golden touch. I feel their presence surrounding me, holding me. In their safe and gentle hands, I am home. Alright, there's a bit of trust in the universe too, but the main one was flaunt your need to give and receive love. Let it be your strength. Let the walls down. Oh, wow. Your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against them. That's that cycle. What did the other one do? Sorry, strategy. I can't speak. Oh, timeless earth. And when all the wars are over, a butterfly will still be beautiful. This is said the war of yourself, between yourself, this conflict. With this one, the Queen of Wands, it said the dark night of the soul. Like it's the battle of your darkness, but you don't be scared of, your demons or your past traumas or the parts of you that you think are unstable or you're not proud of, or don't shy away from it because it makes you uncomfortable. Like deal with it, because beneath every winter, summer waits to stage its vibrant comeback. Beneath the worry, beyond the hostility, just on the other side of darkness, peace is ever growing, building, waiting to wash over us all. The trees, the stars, every drop of the ocean moves in time with the divine, as do you. This too will pass. Slow your pace and resist rushing ahead. There'll be another day, another chance. Seek firm foundations, solid values, or a core message. Have patience. Oh. You just darkness, you will come out of it. Have patience, but seek solid values. It's about the boundaries, your values, and a core message, what you stand for and what you're willing to stand for, what, the message you want to deliver to people when you do intake in, forming new bonds. Wow, strategy. Peace is a daily, a weekly, a monthly process. Gradually changing opinions, slowly eroding old barriers, quietly building new structures. Holy moly. Your future isn't going to build itself. Holy crap. Dude, what did I say before? You're in a state of waiting and not doing anything for yourself. You're just waiting. Oh, wow. Your feelings, thoughts, and actions are steering your destiny. Shape tomorrow with joyful anticipation. Direct your future with love, compassion, and understanding. With peace as your plan, you and this world just get better every day. Link your core values to your master plan. Beware of actions and slips of the tongue that don't match who someone claims to be. Significant progress is made in small steps. And what did I say about really listen? Holy fucking wow. Excuse my language. I do apologize. I'm so sorry, but wow. That is amazing. That is so amazing. It's reflection. By 3 methods, we may learn wisdom. First, by reflection, which is noblest. Second, by imitation, which is easiest. And third, by experience, which is the bitterest. Communion with yourself is a wise investment. There is no meaning or value in anything except that which you give it. Great wisdom can be drawn from simple observation when you care to unravel it. Go deeper, make the connection, work through the layers of understanding, be at peace. Brew a pot of tea and think things through. Idle daydreaming brings revelation. Seek fresh interpretations and draw your own meaning from a situation. A considered, thoughtful approach is required. So allow yourself time to rest and be at ease and feel whatever you need to feel and reflect on that. And you'll find a strategy to the problem. I'm really happy with that. That was a really good confirmation. That's amazing. It's all positive. So just be patient with this time. Reflect on it. I'm getting embrace your hurt, embrace your pain, so you can truly understand it and learn from it and move past it with grace. Because you will. You're going to. Definitely. With the world and the Empress and the Sun card. And what else do we have? Yeah. Definitely. The Tower Death card is just this is a soul thing. This is a life. This is huge. This is big. This is like a big shift in your timeline. This is huge. This is so big. It's so big. This is such a bigger awakening than. This is why it's so painful. This is why it's so painful. It is so painful because it is that big. It is that much to work through. This has been lifetimes and lifetimes of being in this cycle. It's about finally having peace with things, with peace within yourself. It's about finally having happiness and being able to work with things. It's about clarity of mind. This is beautiful. I could go on forever, but I'm not going to. That was an hour. Yeah, please like, share, subscribe, whatever. Leave a message. Tell me if it resonates. Please, someone get back to me. It's yeah. I need a little bit of support too. Thank you. Love and light.